Just people who can enunciate and
All right.
speak.
We are back. Sorry, I should have given you a warning.
That's fine.
But we are back for round 2. We are on the draw. Maybe we shouldn't have started the recording yet because who knows if our opponent is actually here or not.
I just noticed that tells you how many card types are on the bottom left.
Yes, it does. All right,
Is that you, or am I just a moron?
That is what it says. Yes, but you might be a moron.
Okay.
We're keeping this hand. It's got a Wharf Infiltrator in it and the mana to cast it, so I don't think we could do much better than that. This card just seems incredible in your opening hand.
You've got a great curve too.
Now it's actually a curve. I don't think we ever want to cast Choking Restraints on turn 3.
Or Inspiring Captain to pump our Infiltrator.
To pump our Skulk guy.
Yeah. Oh, that card's good.
That card is good. Makes me very happy to have a removal spell tucked away. Because, like, if he spends a pump spell here to flip his guy, like, that could be a very powerful play. But against blue-white, that's a very bad idea.
So I was just joking earlier about the curve, but now it is, like, the best possible curve.
Yeah, now it's a great curve.
Yeah, I was just being an asshole earlier, but now.
All right, Steadfast Cathar is pretty good. I mean, that's a... Not attacking with Lone Rider, huh? Oh, I guess Lone Rider blocks Wharf Infiltrator.
Yeah, he wants to block.
Well. That's true. Geez, do we want to... I don't really want to Choking Restraints that guy. I'm fine just continuing to play guys for a while.
Yeah. It's sort of weird, but in my mind, Choking Restraints has haste in that way, right? Like, it affects the board immediately.
Oh, yeah. That's... I mean, removal spells are great because they're removal spells, but they're also great because they immediately have an impact on the game. And that's one of the things that I don't think I appreciated as much as I should have for a long time until I started playing Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just so tempo-based, and to be able to do stuff on your own turn, like on your turn that immediately impacts your opponent's life total, board position, and stuff, it can be just very strong. Okay.
Yeah, think about all the cards that say at like your next turn or whatever.
Yeah. So here, I think... I
would play Fiendbinder.
Yeah, I think I want to play Fiendbinder because that gives us potentially an opportunity to attack with Wharf Infiltrator next turn. The alternative would be to cast Spectral Reserves, but I have a weird feeling he's got the 2/3 Spider in hand, which makes Spectral Reserves just kind of skipping a turn. So
I'd like to comment that Inspiring Captain and the Fortify card have been extremely good in our deck.
Yes, I think they're both good. I maybe should have attacked with Ingenious, but he's got 4 mana up, so who knows? Yeah,
right.
I think I just didn't want to attack into 4 open mana.
That was a nice call. It was a good call. I mean, he could have had Pack Guardian. That would have been bad, too.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, if I had left the blue mana up so it could at least trade. Ooh, Slayer's Plate. This board is getting a little bit clogged up, so Slayer's Plate might be a decent card. But we are willing to just take some damage because we've got, like, Inspiring Captain. If he puts his Slayer's Plate on something and then we can Choking Restraints it, that's probably pretty good. So if I attack... I guess if I play the Inspiring Captain... Well, then if I play the Inspiring Captain, then Wharf Infiltrator can get blocked by any of his guys.
Yep. I think you're going to play reserves this turn, but I don't know if you attack or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is if I attack or not. Because my options are really either attack with Wharf Infiltrator and Fiendbinder. Then he can trade either of his guys for Fiendbinder, but Fiendbinder is not going to be particularly great as the game progresses, just because he has guys that are fine against it. And then we get a loot out of it. We could also just attack with everything, which I actually like, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
We've got this Inspiring Captain. We've got flyers to potentially keep pushing.
He also only has 1 card in hand.
Yeah. So I'd like to be aggressive and sort of... I mean, he's probably going to equip his Slayer's Plate to his Lone Rider and then flip it, and then we're going to get to Choking Restraints the Lone Rider next turn. Yeah, this seems good. I mean, he's going to gain a lot of life, so this attack is going to not really, progress our game plan that much. But I think that's okay.
This is great. I think that's the one we want to get rid of.
Yeah, it's definitely the one we want to get rid of. I guess I should have pumped the Ingenious Scob, but that was...
No, I think this is fine.
Clear misplay. Ooh. Oh, boy. All of these cards are so good.
Right, but are any of them better?
I mean,
Worse?
Slayer's Cleaver is definitely the worst card.
Yeah, just discard that. I think
Yeah.
the Inspiring Captain will be good this game.
Yeah, I think it will too. I was just excited to put it on a Spirit token.
What are you casting?
So I think it's just Spectral Reserves, because we can't cast 2 spells this turn. Next turn we can cast Choking Restraints and the Sigardian Priest.
Right, but the casting the priest next turn doesn't really do anything.
Right, but it'll be in play then. Like, I think casting the Spectral Reserves progresses our board a lot more than... Like what's our other choice? Just cast
priest, I think, because then next turn you can cast. It's sort of weird, right? Because I think it's interesting.
I probably want to Choking Restraints this guy next turn.
You're right.
I actually want to encourage him to equip the plate to it and transform it, because that's just a fair amount of work. This has equip 3, so he's unlikely to be able to cast anything next turn. He gains a lot of life and flips his guy, but then I use this removal spell on that guy, and then we've progressed our board. I really like casting the Spectral Reserves here. And we didn't cast it before combat because we were going to get a loot, and because we don't really want to influence his blocking by showing him that we'd have spirits. Like, him trading off that spider there is really bad now that he sees that we have 1/1 flyers.
Right,
so
we were really fortunate that he didn't see we had flyers at all.
Right, so we missed a prowess trigger, but I think that's okay.
In my mind, we traded a prowess trigger for a spider.
Yeah, and we'd much rather... I don't really understand why he chose to trade off the spider as opposed to the Steadfast Cathar. I mean, I guess it's a human for Slayer's Plate's ability, but I don't think that's a big enough thing to make that difference. I don't think that's the right play at all.
I mean, if he knew we had a priest in hand, that is relevant because we can't tap things, but...
Okay, so Spontaneous Mutation is pretty good. I'm just gonna...
Is the flip creature a human anymore?
No, it's not. We can tap it with the Priest. So we may just want to play the Choking Restraints on the 6/3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's do that. And actually, this was pretty bad. We definitely should have looted first. Well, I guess we'll attack with the Ingenious Scob now, so this is better. And we're not going to chump block the 4/4, so we might as well just attack with everything. Yes, please. Draw a card, discard a land.
You should actually cast Spontaneous Mutation, I think. Wait, no, sorry, I forgot that the priest...
Yeah, I think the Priest solves it. This is going to encourage him, again, to attach the Slayer's Plate to it that rides of 1, which is going to be a huge life swing, but it's also him spending a lot more mana, and then his Slayer's Plate is pretty well shut down by the Priest for the rest of the game, unless he gets another human into play.
I also love that you have to see all these card names all the time.
Yes. I for some reason, I really love the flavor and name of this card and stuff. I think it's really cool. It's just very evocative of this super horror Eldrazi feeling of the set. Alright, Noose Constrictor. Not a human. We're very happy. Like, any human he plays is pretty good because he can put Slayer's Plate on it and do some work. But now that Slayer's Plate is very shut down. Ooh, Wretched Growth.
Wow.
The thing is, we don't want to sacrifice any of these creatures.
All creatures are good. How do you feel about playing Inspiring Captain? Oh, it's too late now.
Oh yeah. So I don't want to do it quite yet because I think we're more likely to want to cast Spontaneous Mutation, like if he attacks with the Noose Constrictor or something. Well, yeah, maybe should have given it some more thought. I don't really want to because then he can block Wharf Infiltrator with the Noose. Oh, that has reach. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Also, why didn't you attack with the Scab?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mostly I was thinking about not running it into Noose Constrictor, but that was a misplay. I'm just gonna go ahead and shrink that.
Yeah. Oh, you even missed a prowess trigger.
Yeah, I know, but not great. I just was not thinking super hard. But hey, we get to loot.
I actually would think about discarding a creature here.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we are definitely discarding a creature, so... is our worst creature... Our worst creature is probably Wretched Griff.
Yeah. Just everything else is so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. God, look at this.
Yeah, the awkward thing about attacking here and allowing the Noose Constrictor to block and then having to play the Spontaneous Mutation is that now Wharf Infiltrator doesn't get through unless we tap his 0/2.
Oh, right.
So
Which we might.
That whole sequence of combat was pretty poorly played.
Very far from delirium.
Yes. Okay, but now he does have a human to put that Slayer's Plate on that we cannot tap with Sigardian Priest. We
You
can
can't tap it with the Herald.
Right, we can tap it with Nibblegast Herald. This is pretty awkward right now. I think we just attack with our spirits right now. Inspiring Captain just does not do work, and now I wish we had this Wretched Griff instead of that Inspiring Captain, but...
Right.
Huh. Yeah, we put ourselves in kind of an awkward spot here with a couple of these decisions. I think probably choosing to put the choking restraints on that Steadfast Cathar was not... You know, I sort of did it for tempo-ish purposes, and that didn't work out very well, because we gave him too much life gain. So, yeah, and now it's just very difficult to attack. I mean, we can Inspiring Captain and attack him for quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, I think this was going to do anyways.
Yeah. But we need to leave back something to block the Backwood Survivalist if it gets the Slayer's Plate on it. And so I think that's going to be a spirit that we leave back. I guess I could have left more mana up for the Ingenious Scab. Oh well.
Oh, wow.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Warp Infiltrator was not going to do much for us for the rest of the game, so. And here we put him in a. What's that?
He is at 8. Like, this isn't
Right.
not irrelevant.
Right. Here we've put him in a spot where he's pretty low on life.
He has to draw something.
Yeah, and shoot, do we just... We got to think about whether we actually block this creature this turn. Whether having this spirit... So we've got 6... Well, okay, it's definitely worth blocking.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't tap... Fuck! Oh, that was huge. Oh my god. I am not thinking very well this game. Oh boy. Well, shit. It's one of the difficulties of narrating what your decisions are, because you stop thinking about, like it was a given that I was going to tap It That Rides as 1. And so I just wasn't thinking about that and was thinking really hard about in 1 second if I was going to block this Backwoods Survivalist. And then I just completely skipped over actually tapping It That Rides as 1, which is obviously what we want to do here. Now he's thinking really hard about whether we have +2/+2, which we don't. So we're just going to take this damage.
Just activate hard mode.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Hope we draw Fortify.
Yeah, I mean, we could draw Fortify at any time now. I'm going to attack with all of the spirits. Just getting an extra damage across is pretty good, and I'm willing to chump the Backwoods Survivalist with one of our random ground guys. That is a situation that we put ourselves into where, having kept the Warp, not that that was a situation we meant to put ourselves into, but having the Warp Infiltrator still in play would have been very, very good.
I thought about that, I just didn't want to say anything.
Yes.
Just felt like a rub-in.
Well, it's earned. This time, we will not forget. He didn't even make us think about it. I was trying to think about, on our turn, we would untap, we'd tap one of his guys, and, we'd have to think about whether to go for it or not, but...
Well, he has to block the Scab, right? And then I think he's just dead otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, but he could have, like, destroy target attacking creature, gain 3 life or something,
Yeah, Silver Strike.
Yeah, so, and then he didn't even make us think about that. Do we bring in Iron Rites Cleansing? He had Slayer's Plate, which was very good against us because I played very badly against it.
I think so. I think you want it.
Yeah.
What's your worst card?
Maybe Silent Observer.
I don't hate Silent Observer in this matchup.
I might hate Slayer's Cleaver in this matchup.
Yeah.
Or in general. It might just be too expensive to really function. Like, even in that game when we sort of ran out of, like, new stuff to do, we didn't often have 4 extra mana to equip it.
That might be unfair. I'm not huge on Slayer's Cleaver, but that might be unfair because of the Wharf Infiltrator, because we were just holding lands to cycle.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, maybe we take out like a Militant Inquisitor or something, some random 3-drop.
I think the Inquisitor's fine. It just depends on what you want to bring in for it.
Well, it certainly gets worse once we take out that Slayer's Cleaver.
That's true.
I think...
Is Fogwalker a card for us?
I don't think so. He had a lot of guys that really don't care about a 1/3. I'm not really excited about Fogwalker, I don't think.
No one's ever excited about Fogwalker.
I don't know. I think I kind of like Cleaver against a deck like his, just because it allows us to trade up against his pretty solidly sized guys.
Don't like this hand.
I don't either, but it's certainly not a mulligan. Did not get very much better.
It's okay, we have another shot, and we have several 2s.
Yep, and we're pretty close to hard casting Wretched Griff, so I mean that's something, I guess.
I think the card's quite good. That's a very good comment. Oh wow.
And now we get to discard Slayer's Cleaver and return it to our hand with Ironclad Slayer.
Oh, he gets his Cleaver back. Do you get it?
What? No, I don't. You have to explain that joke to me.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. I didn't really think about that card. No.
I think that's fine. That card was going to get us at some point either way.
Yeah, that's just not a card we were like able to play around.
We can with a Vessel and like Spirits, but I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, but with this hand, like I'd have to play this Ironclad Slayer for no value, and then attack with 2 creatures, and then sacrifice my 3-drop, my like medium 3-drop to save my good 2-drop. So I'm just gonna play a guy here. And this
So you just drew that forest.
Yes. Which could mean that he plays a 3/2 or a 2/3 spider now, flashes it in, but that just trades. Like there's nothing that really gets us here by attacking with this 3/2 into open mana.
Would you ever spontaneous mutation that?
The spider? Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Oh, also you can't. The spider's double green, I thought.
No, the spider is 3 and a green. Ooh, I forgot about... Wait, this is other creatures, so it's just a trade? So I'm going to do that to save my Ironclad Slayer, definitely. Let him block first.
Well, this is great.
Yeah. I mean, we're in a good spot. Like, we definitely have a level of board advantage at this point we were not expecting with that opening hand. I mean, we can't... So... we could cast Wretched Griff this turn. I mean, we're only 1 land off of actually casting Wretched Griff without sacrificing a creature, so I kind of am into just playing the Slayer's Cleaver and passing now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, also, like, if he attacks, the jig is up.
Thornhide Wolves, not an Eldrazi, so it does not have to block. That's pretty gross looking. I mean, it just looks really painful for that particular Eldrazi.
It could be an octopus.
Well, there are plenty of Eldrazi octopi.
Is there more than one?
Maybe there's only one. I mean, I guess the Vexing Scuttler is a crab, right? Looks like he
Right,
might
are
be
they all
attacking.
some sort of crustacean or like sea creature?
Yeah, just to... Oh, man. Pass him a... Huh. Well, we can equip and drag under his guy.
I like that. So he just didn't do anything?
I mean, he's green-white, so there's a lot of stuff he could have. This is too much equipment.
Wait, can we equip?
Oh, no, it costs 4 to equip. You're right. I mean, I would still rather bounce his guy there, probably. It's just pretty awkward for him. Well, what could he have here? Like, he can't have...
Well, we know he has the spider.
Right, we do know he has the spider. But, like, I'm fine trading Ironclad Slayer for the spider. Am I, though? Maybe not, because I want as many creatures as possible for Slayer's Cleaver.
Just attack with a Scourge.
Yeah. Like, we saw the spider, I would rather not trade. I think that's what I want to do. I mean, he might have just gotten us there, but that's fine, too. Oh, wait.
Okay.
We can cast that equipment this turn.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's better.
Well, so it was fine not attacking. It was not fine not casting this equipment. It is really hard to pay attention to everything while you're talking on a recording.
I'm not even being funny.
No, you're not. You're not carrying your weight at all.
Right. Sorry, I'm looking up to see if there's any more Eldrazi octopi.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and equip this Slayer's Cleaver so we have a guy that can fight the Paladin. Because I just don't want that thing to run over us. And then we do get to play this Cultist Staff. And if he attacks, like, I'm perfectly willing to just block whatever trick he has. Like, ooh, Faith Unbroken. Well, I'm... Jesus. That's pretty gross. Because we do not have an answer to that right now.
Right. Do we... That's quite a good card.
Yep. Cards like this are just weird. It's just a blowout one way or the other. Like, somebody is getting destroyed.
Did we bring in the Disenchant?
Yes, we did. And that is 100% staying in. Boy, we just don't... I mean, I guess we totally have an answer to this situation.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, it sucks that we can't do anything else this turn, but this is about all we can do here.
I mean, wait, before... Okay, you did already. You could have cast Wretched Gryff and then equip Wretched Gryff.
You're right. We could have done...
Oh, wait, could you have... Yeah, you could have.
No, wait. We only have 6 mana.
Right.
And it would cost 3 to cast this.
Right, and equip it with the Occultist Staff.
Oh, and equip with the Occultist Staff. But that would allow him to gain life, too, without having to let his guy die.
Right.
So, I mean, not terrible. We don't really care about his life total that much, I guess. But, I mean, I think we're still looking to eventually just cast this Wretched Gryff for 7 mana, probably. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, this game's pretty done. I mean, I guess we can still cast this guy if he ever... Yeah, I mean, we can just cast this guy now. But, I mean, we're getting beat pretty hard here.
I mean, if we just get a removal spell...
Yeah, if we get a removal spell, then we're in okay shape.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, not if he has a Noose Constrictor, too. Jeez. Our opponent's deck is really good. Oof. We got 7 mana. I mean,
we have to cast 2 guys and hope that he doesn't have anything.
Right, and we're still just chump blocking the Faithbearer Paladin at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are not in a good position here. Boy, and we even have to...
Yeah, we did chump twice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess if I had left a blue up, then I could force him to double pump the Noose Constrictor, but... Yeah, we're just very dead here. Well, we get to be on the play this game.
Yeah, we should get rid of an equipment.
Yeah, I mean, just drawing 2 is too brutal. He's got way too much removal for Hope Against Hope, but we're going to bring in Displace, I think.
I like that.
He's got multiple removal spells, including the Choking Restraints. So I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, let's try it. I have been really impressed with Noose Constrictor. That card is very good.
Yeah, it's just as good as Wild Mongrel was, pretty much.
Right. Maybe not as good because it can't randomly blank black removal spells.
Right. Yeah, like almost no removal spell could hit it at that point because it was either like toughness based or couldn't kill black creatures.
Right.
And I mean, Madness was a the cards were constructed quality. So
have we been on the play yet?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah.
Iron Rights Cleansing is a thing that I'm happy to have.
I'm surprised to see how how bad Sigardian Priest can be because it's always fine.
Yeah, yeah, and our opponent is green-white, which is definitely has the most humans out of any. Ooh, boy, that was quite a draw.
That was quite good. Who would have thought?
Yep. Lone Rider is fine. If he attacks, I'm not willing to block.
I wanted to see if he pumps if we don't block also.
Right, exactly. Because if he doesn't have the pump spell, then yes, we're giving up a point of life. Okay, he's just not gonna try it. The question is if we attack. I feel like if he had a pump spell, he would have attacked, right?
Well, not if he's worried about us having flyers.
But if he had he would end up gaining a lot of life over the course of the game. Then would be.
Oh right, and also aim high would untaps it too.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not aim high. It could easily be 1 white mana +2/+2 or something like that. I think I'm willing to attack here. Well, or I mean, I guess Tattered Haunter just attacking a bunch of times. Yeah, maybe the risk.
I think it's just the Haunter.
Yeah, let's just attack with the Hunter. We have tools to win a quite a bit longer game.
That is weirdly a spirit soldier.
Yep, it is a spirit soldier. So we can totally tap it if we need to. Next turn, I mean, depending on what he does here, we might play the Cultist Staff if we don't draw a land. Prowess up.
Right, you got lines, which is great.
Yeah.
Because if you draw a land to turn after that, you can equip and still tap.
Yeah, yeah. And then turning Tattered Haunter into a 4/3 flyer is, there's not much. I mean, he can use a removal spell on it, but if it's, you know, choking restraints, then we can at least get rid of that with Iron Rites Cleansing.
Honestly, what do you do if you draw a land? Are you just jamming a 4-drop?
Yeah, I'm probably just playing Fiendbinder there. Like, Fiendbinder is pretty good there because, depending on what happens, I have the chance to draw another land and put Cultist Staff on the Fiendbinder and put him in a really awkward spot where I have a giant guy attacking that taps a guy every turn.
Also, just occurred to me we have 6 minutes left, but I think we'll be fine.
Oh boy, yeah. We will be fine, but that's kind of impolite to our opponent and probably not the best for our viewers either.
It's okay, you can tell them we're recording.
Well, if he bitches and moans or something, I guess.
Right.
Which seems unlikely, we're just playing Magic. Slayer's Plate.
Hooray! Wow.
Boy, we have a lot of options here. I mean, like, I can use the Iron Rites Cleansing on the Slayer's Plate so that he isn't able to gain a bunch of life.
Right, that's what I think you should do.
Lone Rider, but like, I hate using it because then if he casts +2/+2, you know, the Oblivion Ring enchantment, like, we're in a lot of trouble then.
But he can't not flip it as well.
Right, that's true. So then we would be able to tap the Lone Rider, unless he puts it on the...
Here's how I feel. We only have one way to deal with Slayer's Plate and artifacts, but we have multiple ways to deal with that enchantment if we can bounce his creature or do something to it.
Yeah, but not in hand.
Right.
Slayer's Plate is going to take up a lot of time equipping and stuff. Like, yes, he does gain life, but then we have a Fiendbinder in play. So we're, like, really capitalizing on him not advancing the board. I think I want to play Fiendbinder, actually.
Okay. An interesting line. Also, we gotta choose quickly.
Yeah, we gotta do stuff. Can this attack? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can call me on it. That is totally okay. Like, he is going to gain some life, and that's, you know, annoying. But I think it's going to cost him so much tempo to actually equip the Slayer's Plate. Like, now it's going to transform, and he's going to have a guy that we can tap that he spent all this mana putting a Slayer's Plate on. You know?
Yeah, this is fine.
Unfortunately, we cannot click Attack with All.
I mean, this is a lot of damage.
Yep. Oops, missed a prowess trigger. That, I'm missing a lot of little things while trying to, you know, talk and stuff. Completely my own fault, but...
Hopefully that doesn't punish you. It hasn't yet.
Yes.
Even when you made that one hilarious misplay.
No, we totally won that game.
Conceding.
See, like now he's in a spot where he's got this giant guy that just can't do anything with. He spent a ton of mana and time getting it to that size. Yeah, both of these equipments we're playing are definitely kind of awkward, just really mana intensive.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
I mean, that makes us not able to tap his guy.
Right. For a turn.
For a turn, which is a lot of lifelink damage. So that's pretty awkward.
Oh, cast Disenchant.
Yeah, cast Disenchant.
I think you leave back the Ingenious Scab.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we do.
Attack everything else.
Yeah, and then we're just going to have to chump with the Scab, which is not the best. But got to do what you got to do. And at least we'll get some life and some more chump blockers if necessary. You know, his deck is loaded with removal. He could easily just have another removal spell for this Guardian Priest and mess us up. Ooh, Duskwatch Recruiter. That might be a little slow in this situation, but he does get that huge life swing to give him a shot. Also, time is definitely starting to become a little bit of a concern here.
Right.
So just one of many things I need to improve while recording.
It is definitely a skill you can gain and improve on.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, well that helps give us a plan. I think I'm going to attack for 5.
Wait, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You can. Yeah. Okay. Because you
I
can
have
block
a blocker.
Scourge.
I mean,
you
if
died
he's
of
got a
removal
removal spell,
right?
we're in a lot of trouble no matter what happens.
I don't think this opponent has seen Fortify yet.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I knew he was going to do that. I don't know what I was thinking, but
Right,
no, he has not seen Fortify. It's just when you see that opponent is paying cost thing, it's just so ominous.
Yes. Did you whiff?
It looks like he whiffed. Yeah.
Great. I assume they go on the bottom in any order or a random order.
Yes.
Oh.
That's fine. We'll just chump it. And then we should have lethal.
Right. Dido pump spell, but that's fine.
Yeah, Dido pumps. Oh. Oh, he had the borrowed
Wow.
grace.
Wow.
Ah, brutal. So brutal.
Well,
can't win them all.
yeah, well played.
Yep, still learning this format. Definitely making mistakes, you know, partially because of recording, but partially because I just really need to get totally back into it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure if we made any mistakes that cost us those games, but it's fun getting used to this situation. I definitely want to do this again.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again. It was fun.
Cool, cool. I will stop recording now. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry we could not get to the third round, but hopefully this is, you know, a little bit of content you might want to see. And we'll be back with some more of these sort of two-headed giant casting things in the future.